Well, hello and happy Tuesday and welcome to Truth to Power with Chanel. So excited to sit back and talk to you about some stuff. But before we get started, here's what I need for you to do for your girl. I need you to like, subscribe, or follow, depending on what platform you may see this on. And then I need you to share this. Help me get the word out, all right? All right, let's get into it. First of all, let me give a round of applause for us in America because we've really been coming together and we're really making some things happen. I'm glad to see, first of all those that did get up and go to court and use the weapons that Biden gave us. He gave us weapons. Use them, okay? So I want to thank you all for who did that and cheer for those that already got victory. I saw that some of the things that they were trying to cut has already been blocked. So, it's funny because all this power that he thought he had, he's beginning to understand that he does not. And I think that it's been important for us to stand up against the bully. The only way, I told y'all, if you want to take control of someone that wants control, just take the control back. Yeah. Because see, as long as they think that they're in control and think that we think that they're in control, they'll be in control. But when you realize you're not really in as much control as you say that you are, and you have convinced yourself you are. So what are we doing? We're taking control. Second thing I want to say is I am so glad that even though there's been a lot of frustration and everything has been really up in the air, I want to say I'm proud of us because we have not gone to our barbaric side, even though it's there. But we've been outsmarting them. See, he said he liked uneducated voters. Make sure that we're getting educated. If you have questions, ask. If you don't know, listen. There are reputable people that are explaining what's going on and can give direction like this is where we need to go. Like it's Jasmine Crockett. I love her so much. Oh, I could watch her videos all day long. But they're giving us keys that we can do, but we have to pay attention. All right. The third thing that I want to talk about is I am so glad that we have people that are pulling the covers up and beginning to really show the truth. Because one of the things that I noticed about this generation was delusion. There are many delusional people, right? And they'll believe anything, right? Because of their upbringing. But let me tell you something. Now the scales are coming off. And they're not able to hold on to the lies that they believed. And so we've got to keep exposing the truth. Now, hear what I'm saying when I say this. Expose the truth. We're not out here trying to destroy people's lives. We're out here to expose the truth so people can see. For people to say, well, that's not Christian. Yes, it is. Because the Bible says to expose their dirty deeds. This is talking about wicked. Expose the dirty deeds of the wicked. Catch their hands while they're doing their craft. And so the things that they're doing, y'all got to expose that stuff. Don't sit there on that stuff because those that are delusional, they need their eyes to be open. And the only way, the Bible says, the truth that you know is what makes you free. So if you've got truth, expose that. That's specifically for Senator Booker. If you've got some truth, pull their skirts up over their face and expose their nakedness to the nation. Lastly, I want to talk about Elon, right? Okay. So I am all for selling your stocks. I mean, protest and protest and protest. Also, give them ugly little trucks. Them things has been ugly to me since I've seen them. Give him back his trucks. Get them trucks up out of here. Don't y'all buy none. And for those of y'all who I can't afford to, I think it's cute and funny for y'all to remove them little ugly emblems and put something else up there. Even though we know what it is, but we understand your protest. Okay. Protest is a protest, however you do it, but make sure that you're engaging. Right now, we need all hands on deck. It don't matter what color you are. I'm sick of y'all complaining about, well, yeah, we too late. Well, baby, what you gonna do now? Spilled milk on the floor ain't gonna get up unless we wipe it up and keep on moving. All right, because you're not gonna be down there lapping up. Well, if you have all your marbles, you're not gonna be down there lapping up spilled milk. You're gonna clean that milk up and keep moving. We're past that point now of, oh, you voted. We all know who that you voted. The problem is, what you gonna do now? Okay, and so get with your little girlfriend groups and use. Y'all want to use Karen? Karen, go get Karen and use her to the best of her ability. I saw a Karen giving it to one of them senators, and I was like, "Come on, Karen! That's what you use it for, baby. That is a skill that we need right now." So if y'all know, have a friend, or if you married to a Karen, get them to these town hall meetings. I want them to be so frustrated that they walk out of their own meetings. And I want y'all to make sure, as I heard one lady say in one of those things, sucker, we put you in there and sucker will take you out of there. You understand? We still have that. They haven't destroyed the Constitution completely. They've been trying, but thank God the courts have been staying the hand, right? And so because we've got the stay of the hand, we got to keep moving. This is not time to get relaxed. Even with that little $5,000 check, I don't know if people are really getting that stuff or not, but don't let the shiny object, ooh, it's a shiny object, ooh, stay focused, because he is, trying to play a Jedi mind trick, and we're not falling for it, okay? We still got to stay focused. We still need to be talking about these special elections. We need to flip these seats. And we're very close. And the way that we're looking at things right now, we've got the opportunity to do it. Lastly, I want to say there's something that's really been grieving me. Every time I hear this man, the grifter and thief, say they rigged the election so that I would win, it is grieving my heart. If President Obama sat in behind that sacred desk and say, I didn't think I was going to win, and Michelle rigged the election and I won, y'all would have carried him and the desk up out of there. Now, I understand we're dealing with some white privilege here, but here's what I need to understand. How long are y'all going to let him openly say that the election was rigged for him to win, and nobody do nothing? That's just what I'm trying to understand. Because we're doing our job. We're doing our job. But we need some people to do theirs. Articles of impeachment right now is sounds nice, but impeaching for what? Anonymous? Get the information. He said he cheated. Let's prove it. That's all I want to say today. But I do want to say, every time he says it, it makes my skin crawl. Okay? Because if you didn't win legitimately, then you have no right to be there. And out of the words of that little boy, of Alvin and the Chipmunk, okay, who said, you are not our president and we want you to go somewhere and get away from here. I'm in agreement with that boy's statement, and I approve that statement. Anyway, you guys have a great, great week. Happy Tuesday. Resistance is still on. But we got to make some changes, and we got to figure out what to do, because this is something that's going to have to be done from the top. We're doing what we can down here, but y'all up there, figure it out, because we don't know those laws like you guys do. We're going to pray for you, but this is just the beginning. All right. You guys have a great week. Bye.